All right, man. Let's talk about this new found Pistons and Rockets rivalry. A couple people hit me up about it. I seen something on Twitter, um, and it's getting interesting when you talk about Jay Ivey and Jabari Smith being drafted in the same draft. Also, when you throw the aspect is you throw the aspect of when you throw the aspect of it was a rumor that Benjamin Foe was telling me that Troy Weaver preferred. I think we all knew this though. Troy Weaver had Jabari Smith as the number one player on his board, which I see the talent. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see the talent of young Jabari, but he just don't have the right mindset. He want to shoot threes and not get his big ass on the block, and that's a problem. But the rivalry is, I mean, dude, we didn't know how deep K Cunningham and then Jalen Green beef went. It's a video of them with Team USA and the juniors, and K score a bucket and he come down the floor and he slapped Jalen Green in the face. So we didn't know the extent today. Shout out to Jack Kelly Thomas. Subscribe. I'm subscribed, Jack. I didn't know I was subscribed. Didn't know I didn't follow you, Jack. So we didn't know the extent of that, but the aspect of Jay Ivey and Kay Cunningham as well too. That's another great thing to point out. I mean, Jay Ivey and Jabari Smith. We've been so close. We've been so close in the draft together. 1, 2. They was 4 or 5 this year. You know, so we like Jabari is the best player in that draft. Y'all know I was a huge Paulo Brancho fan. Kay was a huge Paulo Brancho fan. I knew head and shoulders Paulo Brancho was the best player. And what was that, the 2022 draft? I knew he was heads and shoulders of the best in that draft. And I want to talk real quick about the difference between that draft and this draft this year. If you look at that draft in 2022 real quick, look how many guys came out of college. Look how many guys came out of college that year. Now, I'm about to read the top 10 picks that year, and I'm going to tell you why a lot of people didn't like this year's draft real quick, kind of like a little intermission. You had Paulo, Duke, Shaq Gonzalez, Jabari, Arbin, Keegan, Iowa, Ivy, Purdue, Benedict Mathurin, Arizona, Kentucky, Shaden Sharp, Dyson Daniels was in the G League, or Australia, excuse me. I think it was in G League. Jeremy Shokan, Baylor, Johnny Davis, Wisconsin. So 9 of the top 10 guys all was aired on TV. Other than, I can't say Shaden Sharp neither. So Shaden Sharp, 10 of the 8, 8 of the 10, Shaden Sharp and Dyson Daniels wasn't college basketball. So when you college basketball kind of get a draft better exposure. It's kind of get that draft. You ever go to a restaurant, 2 restaurants, but one Italian restaurant just kick a little bit better, maybe because they might season their food or prep their food a little bit better. That's the difference right there. And obviously I think that draft is just clearly better, but I think people getting to know those guys in the draft and get to know their story and watch them in college, and then you turn around this year, you got a bunch of guys that chose alternative routes. College basketball, now that they're paying them, gives you a exposure that the G League and the international route can't get you to American consumers. So I just wanted to go ahead and say that real quick, because then you look this year, in the top 10, you got Walla Banana, no college. Brandon Miller, that's 1. Scoot Henderson, Amen Thomas, Short Thomas, no college. Anthony Black, Arkansas, that's 1. Bilal, whoever, no. Jarris Walker, Houston. Taylor Hendricks, Central Florida. And then you got Kaysen Wallace in Kentucky. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 5 of those guys that went to college, and then you think about it, Central Florida ain't on everybody's TV screen. Arkansas ain't on everybody's TV screen. So, like I said before, that's the NCAA do have some power and some bargaining chips. Now that they're paying guys, you get exposure that you don't get in G League or internationally real quick. So, but nonetheless, and then like I said, the Ivy and Bari is a very underrated thing right there. And then We talked about Cade and Jalen Green. We didn't know how deep that beef was. Cade went between his legs, came back down the court, and popped him in his chin a little bit. It was a little playful, smack. You know, you know, you know, So that's the fun part of it. And then Jalen Green, then start talking shit about the city of Detroit, and then come here and don't want to play and don't want to face the crowd. See, a lot of people in Detroit wanted Jalen Green over Cade. I did at one point, and then I came around on Cade at the end a little bit. If he's gonna be the point guard, and they did right by him, so I'm cool with it. But then I'm talking about Detroit. Nobody want to be there because we didn't pick you. You felt you had a great workout. Getting the fucking long list of guys who had great workouts that didn't get picked. But they went with Cade Cunningham. But there was no need to sit on the city of Detroit. We didn't pick that motherfucker over you. Then go get shit on Troy Weaver. You know. So you feel me? But but that Cade Cunningham one, that's the one. Cade and Jalen Green, he had a solid year last year, but they didn't win a bunch of games. With Detroit, Cade got injured, and that's kind of like their excuse. That's kind of like their excuse. So, but I honestly think, that this if they both can start winning, this is a great rivalry for the NBA for them to build up and make it to a national rivalry. But I just think they both teams that's in the same boat right now. And you ask, like, what's that boat that they in? They in the boat where they got a lot of really, they got a lot of really good young talent, but now they got to figure out a way to get some veterans in there, and mix it all up and start to get that experience, because you don't want to get too far into losing. Now Houston got more money than us, and it's a better destination for sure. They got a great head coach, and they made dope as well too. So we in the same situation as they is. So it's gonna be very interesting, in my opinion, on how they handle, how these both franchises handle it. If they play it right, both of them, it's gonna be one of the better East Coast West Coast rivalries you see. And then you got to understand too, if they add two more teams, it's gonna be an alignment coming. So I don't see, in my opinion, I don't see Houston coming east though, and I don't see Detroit going west. I think most of us believe Memphis is going to go west. Go east. And Seattle, if Seattle get a team and Vegas get a team, which Vegas getting a team, they already got plans for a resort and everything. I think we all see them going to the west and Memphis coming east. That makes sense. Or you can make Minnesota come east too, because they sit right in the Midwest, to be honest. So that could be another bargaining chip right there. But then we got some more in there. You got Durham and Synagogue. Synagogue is pretty good, and then obviously you got the sibling twin rivalry that just makes it all that so much better. Ooh, well, they're just so sweet. So you heard what Ashore Thompson said at the press conference. He said he want to go out in summer league and he want to smash his brother in Houston in summer league. So you heard what he said. He said what he said. It is what it is, bro. So you got the twin rivalry that just make it that much better. This got the makings to be must see TV. Real talk. This got the makings to be must see TV. For real. I'm gonna tune in to this. So It's gonna be a lot of animosity in there. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of animosity running in there, and it's gonna get real quick. It's gonna get real quick, man, in there. So it's one of them things where, you know, if it's built up the right way and some miracle they both make it to the finals, it's gonna be big ratings for those markets. So check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Yeah, don't forget, man, take me on TikTok. Thumbs up the video. Don't forget to check out my main channel right here on YouTube, Goodfella TV. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.